It's been years since Attack on Titan first hit our screens, and yet, no anime has ever felt quite like it. From the very first episode, it didn't just grab attention, it shook the anime world. A world trapped behind walls, humanity at the brink of extinction, and a single question: what does it mean to be free? That question carried Attack on Titan from a brutal survival story into one of the most ambitious narratives in modern anime history. Today, we're diving deep, from the storytelling and symbolism to the music, characters, and legacy it left behind. This is how Attack on Titan changed anime forever. At first glance, Attack on Titan seems simple: humans versus monsters. But by the time the Colossal Titan kicked down that first wall, we realized this wasn't another shonen about victory and friendship. This was a story about fear, oppression, humanity's darkest instincts. Every season tore down what we thought we knew. Season 1, the story about survival, the desperation of fighting against an unstoppable enemy. Season 2, we're forced to question who the real enemies are. And by the time Season 3 and 4 arrive, it's no longer about titans at all. It's about people, ideology, and cycles of revenge. Is freedom worth the cost of someone else's? Eren Jaeger embodies that question. His transformation from a vengeful boy to a morally gray revolutionary mirrors the real-world conflicts we see every day. That's why Attack on Titan stands apart. It doesn't hand you heroes and villains. It hands you choices. Every major character in Attack on Titan carries trauma like a weapon. Eren's hatred, Mikasa's devotion, Armin's fear. All of them reflect different ways people cope with loss. Levi, the world's strongest soldier, hides unbearable guilt behind discipline. Erwin, Smith, sacrifices his humanity for a dream he'll never see realized. Even Reiner, the supposed villain of the story, becomes a symbol of mental collapse under impossible pressure. Few anime handle human fragility this honestly. That's why these characters linger in our minds long after the final credits. Attack on Titan thrives on symbolism. The walls represent safety, but also imprisonment. The Titans represent fear, but also the sins of humanity made flesh. And freedom becomes both salvation and destruction, depending on who's chasing it. Hajime Isayama, the creator and author, used the Titans as a mirror, forcing viewers to confront our own nature. We label others as monsters because it's easier than facing our own guilt. That's why, by the final season, when the so-called monsters gain voices and faces, we realize we were never meant to pick sides. The show's true horror isn't the Titans, it's how easily people become them. Now let's talk about what makes Attack on Titan feel so cinematic. From its muted color palette to the violent choreography, everything was designed to overwhelm you. The vertical maneuvering scenes remain some of the most visually breathtaking sequences in anime. But the real weapon? The music. Hiroyuki Sawano's soundtrack is legendary. Tracks like Vogel I'm Kaffee and Call Your Name don't just play in the background, they command the scene. Every scream, every heartbeat syncs with those soaring strings and choral hits. It's rare for anime music to feel like a character, but here, it definitely does. The sound makes you feel the weight of every sacrifice. When Attack on Titan premiered in 2013, anime wasn't as global as it is now. But this show changed that. Suddenly, people who had never watched anime were glued to their screens, debating fan theories and plot twists online. It became a cultural event, like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. It was appointment viewing, and it proved anime could be prestige television. Its success also paved the way for darker, more mature series, like Dorohedoro, Vinland Saga, Chainsaw Man, which all followed in its footsteps. And even now, its influence can be felt in how studios approach storytelling, not just flashy fights, but emotional and moral depth. When the story finally ended, fans were divided, but that, in a way, is the perfect conclusion. Attack on Titan never aimed to make everyone happy. It aimed to make everyone think. It forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about war, vengeance, and humanity's endless desire for control. And that's why, love it or hate it, you can't forget it. So, what did Attack on Titan mean to you? Was Eren a hero or a villain? Did humanity truly find freedom? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this deep dive hit you right in the heart, subscribe for more anime breakdowns. Because even though Attack on Titan has ended, it echoes still rumble on.